Hello everybody. Today we'll turn our attention to a subject that bridges science, economics and human health. So it's about aromatic and medicinal plants. There are not just ordinary crops, there are strategic resources that play a vital role in agriculture, healthcare and high-value industries such as pharmacy, cosmetic and functional nutrition. Their importance stems first and foremost for their remarkable versatility. From a single plant species, one can derive products that serve a wide variety of needs, ranging from traditional medicine and dietary supplements to culinary species, natural cosmetic, and even aromatherapy. In other words, aromatic and medicinal plants generate benefits not only for health, but also for the economy, as they create complex value chains and business opportunities. At the same time, the cultivation of these plants contributes directly to sustainable rural development. In many parts of Romania and across Europe, they provide farmers with an attractive alternative to conventional crops, allowing for income diversification and long-term stability. Because many of these plants are perennial or tolerant to harsher conditions, they also help protect soil and support biodiversity. We will examine several key species that are cultivated and studied in our country, like sage, mint, lavender, blueberry, sea buckthorn, almond, and aronia. For each of these, we will look at their ecological requirements, cultivation technologies, industrial uses, and current market trends, shaping their production and consumption. The aim of these learning units is twofold. On the one hand, to understand the biology and cultivation practices of these plants, and on the other hand, to identify the economic opportunities they offer. In the world where consumers increasingly demand natural, organic and sustainable products, aromatic and medicinal plants stand out as a reliable and promising answer. With this perspective in mind, let us begin our exploration for the first species, sage, a plant that has been valued for centuries for both its medicinal and economic potential. Salvia officinalis, it's a perennial aromatic and medicinal plant belonging to the Lamiaceae family, which also included mint and lavender. Native from the Mediterranean region, it has spread widely across Europe and is now successfully cultivated in Romania, particularly in the southern and southeastern regions, as well as in the sunny part of Transylvania. The reason sage has such a prominent place is due to its high content of essential oil and bioactive compounds. This gives it a dual value, therapeutic and industrial, through its wide application in cosmetics, food products, and aromatherapy. Several varieties are cultivated for different purposes. Salvia officinalis purpurascens is grown for its violet leaves, both decorative and aromatic. Salvia tricolor has variegated green, white, and pink leaves, making it suitable for ornamental use as well as culinary application. Salvia bergarten is specially evaluated for its broad leaves and strong aroma, widely used in essential oil extraction. Ecologically, sage thrives in warm, sunny conditions. It requires at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight. daily to ensure proper growth and maximal oil concentration. It tolerates drought, temperature below minus 15 degrees Celsius can damage or kill the plants. Sage prefer well-drained soil with a neutral to slightly alkaline pH between 6.5 and 7.5. Excessive soil moisture is highly detrimental because of fungal disease and root. Cultivation techniques for sage are relatively straightforward but require care. Land is prepared through deep ploughing, fertilization and compost or manure, and the application of NPK fertilizers. Propagation is usually done with cuttings, and planting densities range from 35,000 to 45,000 plants per hectare. With good management, a sage plantation can last 5 to 6 years, yielding 1 or 2 tons of dried leaves, up to 40 kilograms of essential oil per hectare annually. Harvesting is done once or twice a year, usually starting from the second year of growth. Leaves are cut 10 to 15 centimeters above the ground and then dried to low temperatures, below 40 degrees Celsius, to preserve their quality. Essential oil is extracted through steam distillation, producing a high-value product. Market prices are attractive. Dried leaves sell to 15 to 30 RON per kilo, while essential oil can reach 500 to 800 RON per liter. Beyond the economic perspective, sage cultivation aligns well with sustainability goals. It supports biodiversity by attracting pollinators, contributes to soil protection, and can be integrated into agroforestry or permaculture systems. Modern technology are increasingly being applied, such as humidity sensor for irrigation, drones for crop monitoring, and even artificial intelligence for optimizing harvests. In conclusion, sage is more than a traditional medicinal herb. It is a crop with real economic, ecological, and social potential. It offers farmers valuable products with strong market demand, while also supporting sustainable agricultural practices and innovation. The second aromatic plant is mint, mentha. That is one of the most recognizable and widely used aromatic plant in the world. Belonging to the same botanical family as sage, mint is a versatile crop with a huge agricultural, pharmaceutical, and commercial value. Several species are cultivated, but the most important is Mentha piperita, or peppermint, which is one of the most common sources of essential oil. Mentha spicata, or spearmint, known for a milder aroma and used in teas and culinary products, and Mentha arvensis, or field mint, which is a high-yield variety cultivated primarily for industrial menthol production. In Romania, favorable areas for mint cultivation include the Romanian Plain, the Transylvanian Plateau, Moldova, and parts of Banat. Mint value lies in a high content of essential oil, particularly menthol, which can represent 40 to 70% of the oil, alongside menthol, lemon, and other compounds. This gives mint a cooling, refreshing, and highly distinctive aroma. Industrially, this translates into countless applications, with pharmaceuticals and oral hygiene products, into cosmetics, tea, confectionery, and even biodegradable packaging innovations. From an ecological perspective, mint is a sun-loving plant that requires 6 to 8 hours of direct light daily. Optimal growth occurs between 18 and 28 degrees Celsius. Through the root system allow it is survive winter down to minus 10 to minus 15 degrees. Mint prefers well-drained, fertile soils with moderate to high humidity and requires steady access to water, especially during dry periods. Drought conditions drastically reduce leaf production and oil concentration, making irrigation essential for stable yields. Cultivation involves deep plowing, organic fertilization, and the use of stolons or root cutting for propagation. Planting is done in early spring or autumn with distances of 60 to 70 centimeters between rows. A well-managed plantation can produce multiple harvests per year. In the first year, one harvest is common, while in subsequent years, 2 or even 3 harvests are possible, typically in June, August, and September. The economic potential of mint is considerable. 1 hectare can produce between 8 and 12 tons of fresh plants, yielding up 2.5 tons of dry material and 20 to 50 kilograms of essential oil. Small producers who sell dried mint may earn between 2,000 to 4,000 euro per hectare, while processors of essential oil can package teas that can generate 5,000 to 10,000 euro per hectare. Importantly, organic mint commands a premium price, sometimes 30 to 50% higher on international markets. However, mint production also faces challenges. Farmers must ensure traceability for export market while competing with cheaper imports from India, Egypt, and China, which often lack quality certification. There are also ongoing debates regarding the safety of high doses of essential oil, as improper use can lead to side effects. Nevertheless, global demand continues to grow, especially for pesticide-free and artisanal products. In conclusion, mint is more than just a plant. We associate the freshness. It is a cornerstone of an aromatic plant industry. With rising consumer demands for natural flavor, organic teas, and herbal remedies, mint cultivation provides farmers with an accessible, profitable, and highly relevant opportunity. The next plant I will speak about is lavandula, lavender. It's an iconic plant, renowned not only for its fragrance, but also for its crucial and economic significance. Lavender belongs to the genus Lavandula in the Lamiaceae family. Lavender is one of the most celebrated aromatic crops in the world, cultivated across the Mediterranean, but also thriving in many temperate regions, including Romania. There are several important species. Lavandula angustifolia is known as true lavender. It's prized for its fine quality essential oil used in perfumery and aromatherapy. Lavandula latifolia has a higher camphor content, making it suitable for industrial application. Finally, Lavandula or intermedia, a hybrid of the two, is the most widely cultivated variety for large-scale oil production. Lavender owes its reputation to the richness of the essential oil, which contain linalool, linallyl acetate, camphor, and geraniol. These compounds are responsible for its calming, antifungal, and aromatic effects. They also determine the economic value of different varieties. For example, Mondstadt variety is small but highly fragrant, suited for gardens. Grosso is ideal for industrial oil production, while Provence combines ornamental value and cosmetic uses. Ecologically, lavender is a heat and light-loving plant, requiring at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. It thrives in well-drained, sandy or stony soil with a slightly alkaline pH. Excess moisture is the main enemy, as waterlogging in the root quickly leads to decay. While Levandula angustifolia can tolerate frost down to minus 50 or minus 20 degrees Celsius, high humidity and prolonged fog are unfavorable. Cultivation begins with deep ploughing and soil preparation in autumn. Flavonoids and polyphenols. Their concentration of bioactive compounds surpasses that of many other berries, making them one of the most potent natural sources of antioxidants. In addition, they provide high levels of vitamin C, vitamin K, and dietary fiber. From an ecological perspective, Aronia is a robust and low-maintenance shrub. It tolerates a wide range of soil types, including poor and sandy soils, provided drainage is proper. It is resistant to frost, tolerating temperatures as low as minus 35 degrees Celsius, and also withstands periods of drought. These characteristics make Aronia especially suitable for organic and low-input farming systems. Cultivation practices involve planting in rows, spaced 3 to 4 meters apart, with 1 to 1.5 meters between plants. Aronia shrubs reach maturity in 3 to 5 years and remain productive for up to 20 years. Harvesting typically occurs in late August or September, and yields can range from 10 to 20 tons per hectare depending on cultivation system. Industrial uses of Aronia are rapidly diversifying. The fruit are processed into juices, tea, jams, syrup, and powder. Due to their high antioxidant content, Aronia extracts are included in dietary supplements marketed for cardiovascular health, immune support, and anti-aging effects. The cosmetic industry has also adopted Aronia for creams, serums, and hair products. Additionally, Aronia is increasingly marketed as an ingredient in functional foods and particularly health-focused smoothies and snacks. Mechanization is possible for large-scale operations through smaller farms, often harvest manually to minimize damage of the berries. Processing requires carefully handling to preserve bioactive compounds, with freeze drying being one of the most effective techniques. Economically, Aronia offers significant opportunities for small and medium-sized farmers. Demand is growing in both domestic and export markets, driven by consumer awareness of antioxidant-rich superfood. While challenges remain, such as the need for better marketing and overcoming the fruit's naturally astringent taste, innovative product development and branding have helped Aronia gain popularity. In conclusion, Aronia is a resilient crop with exceptional health benefits and strong potential in the functional food and wellness industry. Its adaptability combined with rising consumer interest in superfood make it an increasingly attractive option for suitable and profitable farming. A few words about cultivation trends and innovation. Having reviewed the main aromatic and medicinal plant, let us now turn to the broader trends and innovative that are sharpening their cultivation and for future development. Agriculture is not a static discipline, it's a dynamic, influenced by technological progress, environmental concerns, and evolving consumer demands. Aromatic and medicinal plants, being high-value crops, are the forefront of these transformations. One major trend is the integration of smart farming technologies. Sensors that monitor soil humidity, drones that provide real-time imaging of crop health, and artificial intelligence tools that analyze growth data are increasingly being applied. This technology allows farmers to reduce waste, optimize resource use, and increase yields, making cultivation more efficient and sustainable. Another innovation in the rise of urban hydroponics and vertical farming system. Herbs such basil and mint are not grown in rooftops, in urban greenhouses, and even in shipping containers equipped with LED lighting and hydroponic systems. These methods reduce the needs for agricultural land and bringing production closer to consumers, supporting local food systems and shortening supply chains. Blockchain technology is also being adopted to ensure traceability in the essential oil and herbal product markets. Consumers today want to know the origin of the products they purchase, and blockchain provides transparent records from farm to shelf. That enhances trust, especially in international trade, where certification and authenticity is critical. From a policy perspective, European Union funding programs play a crucial role in supporting this sector. Grants for distillation units, eco-certification processes, and processing facilities help small and medium-sized farmers modernize and compete the international market. Such funding also encourages innovation, sustainability, and the creation of local processing hubs, which keep added value within rural communities. In terms of consumer trends, there is an increasing preference for local, artisanal, and organic products. Farmers also invest in branding, and eco-certification often gain a competitive advantage. Moreover, collaborations between producers and the tourism sector, such as lavender festivals, herbal workshops, and farm visits, add further value. In summary, the cultivation of aromatic and medicinal plants is moving toward a future where technology, sustainability, and consumer trust are key pillars. These trends not only ensure higher profitability for farmers, but also align with global goals for health, ecology, and rural development. As we reach the conclusion of this module, it is important to take a step back and reflect on the key lesson we have learned. Aromatic and medicinal plants, through diverse in species and uses, share several common characteristics that make them essential for the agriculture and economy in the future. First, they combine health benefits with economic value. Wherever is sage, mint, lavender, almond, aronia, each of these plants provide not only nutritional or therapeutic properties, but also market opportunities across food, cosmetics, pharmacy, and wellness industry. Second, these plants are often resilient and very adaptable. Many of them thrive in poor soil, tolerate drought or frost, and can be cultivated under low input or organic systems. This resilience makes them valuable for sustainable agriculture, especially in the region facing climate challenges. Third, the sector is characterized by innovation and diversification. From advanced distillation techniques and hydroponics, the blockchain traceability and agrotourism, the cultivation and marketing of these crops are constantly evolving. Farmers who embrace innovation are better positioned to succeed in increasingly competitive markets. Fourth, aromatic and medicinal plants contribute directly to rural development and sustainability. By diversifying production, providing added value, and supporting eco-friendly practices, they help rural communities remain economically viable while also protecting the environment. Finally, the rising global demand for natural, organic, and functional products ensure that this sector will remain profitable for years to come. Consumers are not only buying products, they are buying trust, authenticity, and health benefit, which these plants are uniquely positioned to provide. So, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes your exploration of aromatic and medicinal plant. Over the course of this session, we have examined their biology, cultivation requirements, economic potential, and the innovation shaping their future. What we have seen is that these plants are much more than agricultural commodities. They are bridges between tradition and innovation, between local knowledge and global markets, between human health and environmental sustainability. They embody the idea that agriculture must evolve to meet the challenges of the future without losing its connection to nature and culture. I encourage you as future learners and practicants on these fields to continue exploring, researching, and innovating. Whether your interest lies in farming, processing, marketing, or scientific research, aromatic and medicinal plants offer limitless opportunities. So, thank you for your attention, and above all, keep learning.